What is the annual revenue of a long-term rental, one-bedroom condo in the heart of Playa del Carmen? Hello, my name is Monyka. I'm a real estate advisor with Mexico Realty Brokers, and we make YouTube content all about real estate in the Mayan Riviera. So definitely subscribe so you don't miss anything else, and let's get into this video.
Monyka, we're back.
We are back. It's been a while.
It's been a little while. I missed you.
Aw, I missed you too.
So we're in a one-bedroom condo.
Yeah.
One of our clients invested in a one-bedroom here in the downtown Playa del Carmen area. And so if you want to know what the costs are and what the annual revenue is, then this video is definitely for you. Let's go take a tour, and then we're going to get into the numbers.
Yeah, but first, look at this cute lobby. How
Wait,
adorable is this?
Look.
So here,
it's just so tropical.
It is very tropical. So let's go and walk.
Take a little tour.
Give you guys a little tour of what this building looks like. We'll get into the amenities, we'll get into the location, but obviously we're gonna get into the numbers. That's the most important part, but let's take you on the little tour. All right, so this is the unit. Let's go take a look. So this is a really, really charming one bedroom. I think this is one of the nicest one bedrooms that I have seen. I mean, you have a really great space here outdoors. What's really nice about this unit is that it actually faces the interior courtyard. So kind of where we started the video, that is all down below right here, which means you don't hear a lot of noise, you don't hear a lot of street traffic, which is amazing. If you're living here long-term, definitely. And then also for short-term rentals, you don't want bad reviews for guests. But in this video, obviously we're talking just about the long-term.
This is really beautiful.
It is really beautiful. So
comfortable. This is perfect for a long-term rental.
Exactly. So our buyer actually put quite a few dollars into renovating and upgrading this unit. So some of the furniture came with the apartment. That is very common for Playa del Carmen and even all of the Mayan Riviera. A lot of the developers come fully furnished, or just a lot of the units just come fully furnished here because a lot of people don't live here full time or they're short-term rentals. So that's usually what happens, and in this case is the same. So this is new here. This was built in. There was some accents, some of the decorative pieces were also bought, as well as some painting, some minor upgrades, but most of this was here. So the bedding was here as well, but obviously new pillows, pillowcases.
This is so comfortable.
It's really zen. Don't you feel like super zen in here?
Yeah.
I just feel like this has such a great.
I just can't believe all the green that you see out the
windows.
windows.
Vibe, yeah. And then what's really nice here is that you have a ensuite that obviously services the master bedroom, the one bedroom, but you also have a door here. So if you have guests, I love this because if you have guests, you don't have to make them come into your bedroom. I think that that's a really smart detail when thinking about buying something. Those small details really matter. And then the kitchen, obviously. Playa del Carmen, real estate, if you have been looking, you probably will not find an island like this. And this gets me really excited. I think this is kind of the quality that we expect and that we're used to in Canada, the United States. We're used to big islands, big kitchens, and big spaces. Here in the Mayan Riviera, a lot of the apartments are built for short-term rentals, meaning you don't get an island. You don't get a lot of kitchen space because most people don't really eat in, right?
And you actually have 4 burners here.
You do have 4 burners.
Which is unusual too. You're starting to see a lot of new condos with only 2 burners, and you can't really put one pot and frying pan and cook at the same time. Exactly. And then you're about to walk into something really, really important too.
It is very important. So you have the water heater here, but you do have a stackable washer and dryer, which is amazing. I live in a building that has, my unit has a 2-in-1 washer and dryer, and I hate it. All of my clothes get hung up on the drying rack. Nothing goes in the dryer because it doesn't really work. But yeah, this is it. So this is the one bedroom. So let's start breaking down all of the costs and all of the numbers.
Okay, so before we get into the numbers, Monyka, did you match me? Why were you in wait?
Are you kidding me? Do you know what happened before we started filming today? I called him and I said, okay, are you ready to go film a video? He goes, yeah, absolutely. He goes, what are you wearing? I'm like, oh, all white. When I get to his house, what are you wearing?
All white.
Okay, so whose fault is this?
Who talks like this? Who has to do this when they have to talk? I called them on the phone. You're funny. All right, so let's get it. Before we get into the numbers, let's talk about this particular investment and why our client invested in this building. Well, let's talk location, because
exactly, let's talk location.
We want to make sure that it is a comfortable building, it's in a great location, and it has some of the amenities so that your long-term renter is happy, stays with you for a long time, and your occupancy is you're always full, you don't have any downtime, and you can get a better rate. So how far away are we from the beach?
So we are about, I would say, 10-minute walk from the beach. We're about a 4-minute walk from Walmart. We are on 6th Street and 25th Avenue. So very downtown central Playa del Carmen, which is a great location. You're in walking distance to everything. You have a great Italian restaurant right down the street.
Across the street. No, it's across the street.
Across the street.
One of my favorite Italian restaurants.
You have, Asian as well. You have shopping. 5th Avenue is, I would say, maybe a 7-minute walk.
Then you have the old municipal hall, which they turned into a beautiful family park where they have a lot of concerts, which is right down the street here.
Yeah. So, and 6th Street also is very close to 12th, which is when you go down to 5th, closer to the beach, that's really where all the party is, where Coco Bongo is. So it's cool because you are close enough to all the action and really the heart and craziness of Playa del Carmen and 5th Avenue, but you're far removed enough on 25th Avenue that you don't hear anything, and it's very, very quiet. And like I said, you're facing a courtyard, so the noise is never really an issue in this building. So that's what we have to say about location.
Okay, so now let's talk about the building amenities. So it's great. We are all, the majority of us that live here full time are renters. We invest in real estate, but where we actually live, we like to rent. So there's a couple of things that, well, at least I need in a building and in my unit. Well, number one, a pool. We're in the Caribbean. We want to be in the pool. We want nice ocean views. We can swim all year round, right? So that's really important. A gym is nice. I will say this is not the most amazing gym I've ever seen, but it's also not as bad as other gyms, right? So it's a perfect in between. It's a great gym. You have a co-working business center where you can take phone calls. Actually, we were just up there and somebody was taking a Zoom call up there. So it's a great space for that. And then you also have parking. You have underground parking, and you also have a garbage chute right outside of the door, which is really uncommon for buildings in Playa del Carmen. So these developers, a lot of their buildings actually, they're really well done. We have a garbage chute, we have elevator, we have a beautiful ocean view, we have a big, beautiful pool. Inside the suite itself, in-suite laundry, is just so important. So really the point here is you want to find a unit that has all of the comforts that
kind of checks every single box, right?
So that you can live here comfortably long term. So let's get into the numbers.
Let's do it.
Okay, so this is one of our clients, invested in this beautiful, cozy, really made it her home, actually. It really looks homey in here. So purchase price.
All right, so this was listed at $210,000 US, and our client was able to purchase for $202,000 US. Now the closing costs that they paid was a 7.5% closing cost, which is quite average and normal here in the Mayan Riviera. So that was $15,150 US dollars. And so now the upgrades, that was $217,150. Oh, so did I say how much the upgrades were? It was $7,000.
$7,000, okay. So it did come furnished, but she threw in some love.
Exactly. And honestly, you don't have to put that much into it, but you can see just how nice it is. I think that a long-term renter really
will appreciate it.
They really appreciate it. So that gives us a total investment all in with the purchase price, the closing costs, and the renovations of $224,150 US. Okay, so now let's get into all of the expenses as an owner of a long-term rental unit.
Right, so let me, before we get into the expenses, let me just add real quick. If you're used to looking at numbers for short-term renter or short-term rental unit, then you're used to seeing all of the expenses like electricity, Wi-Fi, water. All the utilities would be a responsibility of the owner. But in this case, as a long-term rental, you can actually pass some of those expenses as an owner. You can pass that on to the renter. And in this case, we have the Wi-Fi that the renter is paying, and the renter is also paying for electricity, obviously. So those are two expenses you won't see on the expense column for this particular owner, which is kind of nice.
Yes.
Okay, so let's start with the
So let's start with the HOA.
Okay.
So the HOA is $160 a month, which annually comes out to $1,945. The water
is $46 a month, which is
$550.
ridiculously cheap.
So the trust, when you are buying real estate in the Mine Riviera, 50 kilometers from the beach, you do have to buy within a trust if you are not a Mexican citizen. So for the trust, it's $45 a month, which comes out to $539 for the entire year. Okay. Maintenance, so this is like your contingency. Let's say if there was, like I said, the toilet needed to be fixed, maybe the air conditioner is leaking, you need it to be maintained, small little things that just happen, the wear and tear of your unit. So we are calculating $166 a month.
Which we're
$2,000 a year.
Right. So this particular owner is putting $2,000 aside every year for little things that she might have to do throughout the year. So. And
then taxes. So property taxes are $22 a month, which totals to $257 a year.
$257 a year. Yes, you're not missing any zeros there.
Exactly. And that is why the 7.5% closing costs are a little bit higher, because a lot of the taxes are lumped into the acquisition of the home. And that's why you're paying $15,000 for your closing costs. However, you're paying $257 every single year. So the total expenses monthly would be $439, which gives you an annual total expense of $5,268.
So, question.
Yes.
What can this unit generate per month? What is the renter paying right now to live?
Well, that is the question that everybody's asking, Luigi. But before we tell you the answer, leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think this unit is worth. We would love to know. So, let's get into it.
All right.
All right, so let's calculate the ROI. So given that the monthly rent is $1,300, the expenses are $439, that gives us a monthly net revenue of $861. Now, let's times that by 12 to get the total revenue for the year, which is $10,332. So to calculate the ROI, we're gonna divide that into the total cost with the purchase price and the renovations and the closing costs, and that gives us a total ROI of 4.6%.
Now, I wanna say this, property management.
Yes.
Fortunately for this property owner, they just have their maintenance staff
on speed dial,
some
cleaning,
maintenance people, electricians, cleaning, and so on and so on. They have that on their phone, so whenever they need anybody, they just give them a call from a distance, and then the rent is being deposited directly into their account every month, so they don't need a property manager, so they're saving money as a property manager. So I do want to mention this, which is important. People always ask us about the actual taxes on the income. Now, we have left that out of the calculation because it's on a case-by-case basis. You're gonna have to talk to your accountant, figure out the expenses or the tax bill in your country if you're going to declare that in your country, if you're gonna be paying the taxes here. So we can definitely help you with that. We do have accountants and notaries that can help you. So this type of strategy is for what type of investor? Well, if you are looking to diversify into a different market outside of your country and you're looking for a 1 or 2 bedroom condo, this long-term rental strategy could be for you. If you're looking for capital preservation, you want to park some money in a hard asset, again, in a different market, this could also be for you. You're not looking to get rich, but you're looking for an investment that is paying for itself.
Steady income every single month.
Right. And then eventually in the future, you would like to retire in paradise. I mean, look at this behind us.
This is awesome.
So you might want to retire in the unit in the future, or realize in 5-10 years some capital
gains,
and then roll that over into
a bigger unit.
Upgrade. So that is the type of strategy. That's what we're looking for. And if you're looking for the same thing, then we can definitely connect. If you have questions and you want to find some options that are similar to the one that you just saw, then
Our contact link is down below, so click it. We'll hop on a call with you and we'll answer any and all of the questions that you have and find you your perfect place in paradise.
And again, if you like this content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Monyka,
Let's go enjoy the sunset. You
right-
can't see it.
it's
but
unfortunate.
It's stunning.
It's right in front of us right now. So we'll see you on the next video.
Ciao.
Bye-bye. We felt bad that you couldn't see the sunset, so look,